Will my ex forget me if I do no contact? And what are they thinking during no contact? Well, the short answer for the first question is no, they will not forget you because human beings do not function that way. And the long answer for the second part's gonna take a bit of explaining, so stick around and I'll get into it. But before I do, welcome back to The Love Fix. It's Nick, as always, doing my best to get you through your breakups as easily and as healthily as possible. If today's video is not enough for you, there's 2 links in the description below that I'd like you to take a look at. One's for my one-to-one coaching and the other is for my Facebook group. Tap the links if you need them. If this isn't enough, and we'll get into it. We'll look into your heartbreak. We'll find out what happened. We'll get you back on the road and you will find your way to better and healthier relationships. With all that said, let's get into it. So this comes up a lot. People say to me almost daily, Nick, my ex has forgotten me already because they're happy in their new life. They're happy with their new partner. Well, number one, you shouldn't have this information. You probably got that from Facebook or some other social media platform, or your friends or family are giving you information. You must put a stop to both. Secondly, your imagination is creating a narrative based on breadcrumb information and your anxiety. Neither one is a reliable source. So, first of all, you must stop. Secondly, human beings don't just forget. Now, think back to a time 10 years ago. Maybe you was in a different job. Maybe you had a different group of friends. Maybe you was in a different house. Maybe you had a different boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe you dumped them, maybe they dumped you. Did you forget them? The answer is no, because we do not forget people that spent a significant amount of time with us. We do not forget people who made a significant impact on us. So no, your ex hasn't forgotten you. And the fact is, if they have monkey branched or rebounded or they've gotten into a new relationship too quickly, it's actually a compliment to you because they do not have the will to stay single and deal with the pain of your breakup, because them breaking up with you means they were in pain. It means the relationship stopped working for them on some level or another. And they had to make the very painful decision to say, right, this isn't what a relationship looks like for me anymore. I cannot be with this person anymore, despite me loving them or had loved them and we spent so much time together and had so many great memories. But nonetheless, they literally have to cut their arm off to save their body. And nobody wants to cut their arm off, guys. So if they are with someone already, 2 words for you: emotional painkillers. That's what that is. So no, they have not forgotten. They will not forget you. I remember women I dated 10 years ago, women who I ended things with. They had a significant impact on me. I will not forget. They will not forget me. So I don't want you to worry about that part of it. Take that out of your head, take it out, put it in a jar, and just throw it away somewhere. They will not forget you. I guarantee you this. That brings us to, what is my ex thinking after the breakup during no contact? Now, guys, if you are a long-term listener of my channel, if you are a client of mine, you know that I don't like mind reading. You know that I don't try to put predictions or assumptions or theories on things that are beyond my control or beyond your control. But this question keeps coming up, so I'm going to try to answer it without giving you any kind of hope. And the caveat to that is, you shouldn't be thinking about this question. You should be focused on what you are doing. Now, this is very context dependent because everyone's different. Every breakup's different. Every relationship's different. It's impossible to put a one glove fits all on every situation, but I will try to tell you about some things that come up quite regularly. So from a dumper's perspective, let's call this part phase 1. Phase 1 is the relationship's not working. They just want out. Okay, they do not want romance with you anymore. Maybe it was abusive, maybe it was toxic, maybe it just got stifling. For whatever reason, they've just decided that the romantic relationship with you no longer works and they need to be away from that. Now, that's phase 1. They just need to be out of that situation. They just want to be away from that situation. Phase 2 is completely unique. Some people stay single, some people rebound, some people monkey branch. How someone deals with the pain of that breakup is completely individual. Now, there are better ways of dealing with that pain, but here's the thing, and I've said this before, try not to get mad at how your ex is dealing with the pain, because if you had their life, their experience, their traumas, you would be acting the exact same way. So there is no point sitting there and saying, oh, how could they, how dare they, I wouldn't do this. It doesn't matter what you would do. You are operating from your worldview, from your perspective, from your trauma. And what Dumpees especially try to do, or not try to do, what they do inadvertently, is they project their worldview onto their ex. And it's a waste of energy, it's a waste of time. Rather, from a Dumpee's perspective, I find it a lot easier and a lot healthier to say, they are who they are, they acted the way they acted, I have no control over that, but I can respond to how I feel about it. Now, your feelings are your feelings. That's okay, guys. I'm never going to take that away from you. How you feel shit right now, that's okay, you're meant to. But you get to respond to that. You get to choose. That's your superhuman power. To quote Ryan Holiday from the book, The Obstacle is the Way. Find the opportunity in the obstacle, because breakups are an opportunity. By your ex saying no to you, that's giving you the choice and the freedom to say yes to somebody else, to someone better, to upgrade yourself. You may not be thinking that right now because you've been dumped, you feel like the one with no power, and you feel like the one that's been shafted, but that's far from it. They've released you. They've given you the opportunity of growth and rebirth and renewal. Do not waste it. Now, phase 3 for the dumper, again, it's situational, it's contextual. But typically speaking, after the euphoria has worn off, once the excitement has worn off of being single or dating someone new, moments of their minds and their brains bringing up the past will happen, because like you and I, they're human beings, and human beings like normality. We don't really like change that much. So if they spent a significant amount of time with you and had any feeling for you and they loved you at one point, it will come back. And they may start thinking, okay, well, didn't I mean anything to them? They haven't contacted me. I thought they would have checked up on me. And I thought they would miss me. I thought they would try to get me back. But you've thrown a curveball to them and said, hey, no, okay, this sucks, but I respect your decision. I will go my own way, and thank you for the lesson. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for saying no, because it lets me say yes to other things. So that will play around in their head for a little bit. And a lot of the time, guys, if they are rebounding, that kind of thinking does torpedo their rebounds. So let them get on with it. That's phase 3 for a dumper. Now, phase 4, maybe, again, this is not concrete, it's just based on what I've seen. Phase 4 is they may start to reconsider the relationship with you. They may start to think, okay, should I reach out? Should I see how they are? Because they've had the strength and fortitude and the maturity to do this. They've actually handled the breakup really, really well. Have they changed? Are they finally doing the things that they wasn't doing before? And maybe they reconcile, because if they do get with a rebound, that honeymoon period they have will only fuel them for so long. And then they will start comparing, and then they'll say, well, okay, well, my ex didn't do this, and you're doing things different, and we used to go here, and we used to do all these things. This person sleeps on the other side of the bed. This person brushed their teeth this way, and all these kind of things that start playing on their mind. And we all like to go back to where we felt comfortable. So that may just happen. Now, once again, I'm going to caveat this with, you should not be spending time on trying to guess what your ex is doing. You shouldn't be trying to outlogic their feelings. You shouldn't be projecting your feelings onto the situation, because all that is going to do is buy you another 6 months of healing time, when you could be turning this energy inward. And I've said this before, if your ex were to come back right now, who are they going to find? Are they going to find the person they dumped, who they do not want to be with? Or will they find the person that went away, got the message, leveled up, fixed their shit, and is a better version of them? You can be a victim, or you can be a student. Now, you can be a victim. Someone can come up and punch you in the face and you're a victim of being assaulted. But you don't have to feel like a victim. Just like you don't have to feel like a dumpee. You can say, right, that sucks, that hurts, but I will take care of it. It is my responsibility, and I will make things work for me. So to sum up this very unplanned content, because I didn't have time to write anything this week, it's just me freestyling it at the moment. No, your ex will not forget, unless they get amnesia or Alzheimer's disease or something like that. No, they will not forget you. So you need to forget that fault. You need to forget that they won't forget you. Okay? Secondly, don't mind read the breakup. What they're doing is what they're doing. Don't be on their social media. Don't gather crumbs of information and try to make a story about it. Okay? Because quite frequently, we will take 3 pieces of information out of context, make a narrative, and then feel sorry for ourselves. And that just keeps you in the breakup mud, and you don't want to be there. So, my friends, learn to love yourself unconditionally. Learn to thank your ex for releasing you into the world so you can say yes to other things now. That's all I've got for today. You will be okay. You are enough. And I will see you on the other side.